New breed of the American heavyweights, do you even see a new wave of the... We did see Mikey Perez fighting the last time, and it was disappointed, or this is what you expected?
I didn't see the fight. I've heard he was disappointing. I thought he was a Cuban fighter.
So he did not see it. So no disappointment because he was a Cuban fighter?
No, I heard that because of his previous fight, people were curious about him, and he didn't perform up to expectations, which doesn't mean that he still might not be a top fighter, but that's the resonance that came out of that fight. More people are now interested in the guy who beat him than in him.
Which could or not could be the right way to think about it.
Yes. Just as Saturday night, I'm curious. There's less than a handful of Americans who look like they might be able to jump up into challenger status, and I don't think there's a new American wave. I just think that eventually an American will step forward, and because of the tradition in America, and we'll get an elite American heavyweight.
When you spoke with my colleague, you mentioned that you have a prejudice about Polish fighters.
No, Philadelphia fighters.
Philadelphia. I mean the positive prejudice, I would say, the tough guys.
The guys who are good fighters, and by a good fighter can box and he can bang. It's not just how tough you are, but tough is important.
The reason why I ask you, because not the last time, but a long time ago when I spoke with you was just after Andrew Golada fought Michael Grant in Atlantic City, and I remember talking to you, and you said it's one of these fights that you don't know how you can lose. I mean, now we have a guy fighting on Saturday, Artur Szpilka, who is too many the next Andrew Golada. I mean, but with a different mental attitude, I would say. Are you looking forward to see what comes next from Poland?
Yes, of course. There have been some very good, tough Polish fighters recently.
Tomek Adamek?
I was a big fan of Adamek. I saw him as a light heavyweight in Chicago when he fought that Australian boss.
Yeah, Paul Briggs.
Yeah, and I thought, wow, who was this guy? And I didn't think of him as growing up into being a heavyweight, but it shows that he's a quality fighter. And there's a light heavyweight I know who's Polish out of Chicago.
Yeah, Andrew Fonfara, who probably will fight Adonis Stevenson for the WBC championship.
And I saw him fight, and I said, "Wow, who is this?" So there's some tough Polish fighters who are emerging, as they are from other parts of Eastern Europe, and I want to see them. I want to see more of them.
The last question: the best heavyweight fight you would like to see now, possible to make?
I don't know who is the best challenger for Klitschko now, but I would like to see some American fighters like Jennings and Wilder and fight some of the European guys and find out who is who and what is what.